idea is to pull the gas from around the into the atmosphere.
Say hi.
And it costs anywhere between $800 and $1,000 per home.
Can you wave? Yeah, hi. Oh, thank you. Oh, oopsie daisy, thank you. This is actually going to be a video about how things have gone or been going. How things have been going since AJ stopped breastfeeding. He obviously wants to be in the video. Don't know if you can see him. Say hi. He's just having some afternoon tea right now. So AJ stopped breastfeeding probably about 5.5 weeks ago. It was the very beginning of June. It was literally like 2 weeks before his birthday. And I thought I would do a little update just to fill you in on how things have been going now that he's not breastfeeding. What is that? Yes, you're being very noisy, you know. Yeah, I know you want to be in the video. So yeah, he stopped on his own, purely on his own. If you haven't seen that, I have a breastfeeding has come to an end video that I put up a few days after he stopped breastfeeding. But he was just down to the one feed at night before bed. But yeah, he's stopped that now obviously, and everything's going really well. He has adjusted really well. He has not once asked for a boobie or anything like that. I have to say he's probably a bit more, a little bit more, I don't want to say clingy, but he's a bit more attached to me. I would say he's a bit more attached to me physically. He's happy to play and everything by himself, and with other people that's all fine. But if he's getting a bit tired, or he just is in one of those moods, he generally wants to be in my arms or me to carry him and that sort of thing. So I think there's probably a little bit of that going on. Other than that, he's adjusted really well. Like, he has not, he was obviously ready to be finished, because yeah, he hasn't had any moments or anything where he has wanted it or been tugging at me or anything like that. He has not asked for it at all, nor have I offered it ever again. For me, the beginning was really like, I was like, oh my god, I'm free, like no more having to do that at night when I put him to bed. Now I just put him to bed and that's it. I have to say probably the last few weeks it's sort of been, I'll be watching him play and I'll think, I miss that sort of closeness, or yeah, just little things in my head. And even now when I think back, I honestly, now I've sort of almost can't remember the whole, I guess, sensation of it, and like, yes darling, what it actually feels like and everything. Just that sort of thing I think is going from my mind, and I think maybe I'm getting a bit sort of like, what if I forget and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, and it's funny now because if he's upset or anything, or getting tired and grizzly, and he wants to be cuddled, but he squirms and then he wants top down and then he wants top back up, I think, well, you know, when I was breastfeeding I could just put him on the breast and he would be fine, like he would be happy to have a cuddle that way, you know. I mean, it also might be him, he's just growing up, you know, but so those little moments I catch myself thinking about, you know, oh, I miss that and things. Yeah, just catching myself thinking of these moments and thinking these little things here and there. Other than that, I mean, like, I don't, you know, think, oh, I should, you know, go back to it or anything like that. You know, he's at a different stage in his life now, and I am too, and it was something that had run its course naturally and on its own. Yeah, so yeah, he's fine. AJ's fine. I'm fine too. I just, yeah, have definitely been catching myself thinking of moments, and you know, when I am cuddling, I'm thinking, you know, thinking back to, you know, what it was like, and yeah, so yeah, I just catch myself thinking back and just thinking what it was like, and I guess in some ways how much simpler it was in a way to Sakina, can you say hi? Hi, yeah, wave to the, say hi to the camera. Yeah. But yeah, it's just those moments that come and go, and I guess in a way, and I have also been thinking about what it will be like to breastfeed another baby, you know, and also in some ways how hopefully different and easier in a way it will be to, I guess, get started. I mean, I know it'll still be you know, difficult and stuff a bit at first too, but I guess now I know I have so much more knowledge now. What are you doing? And so I find myself thinking about breastfeeding another baby. Hey! What are you talking about? Are you happy to be a big boy now? 5 weeks? No baby? It feels like a lot longer. It feels like way longer that he was being stopped, but I don't know whether that's because while he was I don't know whether that's because the last like few months of breastfeeding was just the one feed at night before bed. It was the last couple of months or something. Yeah, it was the last feed before bed. I don't know whether it's because of that or what, but honestly, it does not feel like only 5 weeks. It feels like way longer than that. 5 weeks, that's really like little. That's a really small amount of time. Yet it feels like it's been months and months and months. I guess, you know, we're busy and we've gone on with our days and our lives and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, but he's a really happy kid, and I'm really glad that I let him decide. So, yeah, but I think more these days it's me thinking back and remembering all the bits and pieces about breastfeeding and things, and what it was like, and the experience and the emotions and the feelings and things that do get brought up, you know, when you know, we have a little moment together or something. It's very, yeah, it's very strange that it's sort of started happening now. I thought it would be like that right in the very beginning once I stopped, but I don't know, for the first few weeks, I guess I was, it just didn't, you know, register, I guess. But now that he is, you know, getting older and growing up, and he has turned 1 and is a big kid now, I guess it's more the remembering back to when he was a baby and just, you know, how long ago it was and how much he's changed and how much I've changed, and I guess the different level that our relationship is on now in terms of his dependence on me and his independence as his own person. So it's, yeah, I think it's all those sort of combinations of things that have brought up these feelings recently and these thoughts that keep sort of coming and going. The thoughts they're not like, oh, I wish I was still breastfeeding. I guess they're just like a fondness, fond memories, I guess, and I think they are definitely now, they're probably now coming more forefront in my mind because we are going to be trying to have another baby, and I want to be able to breastfeed another baby, and just, I guess, you know, thinking about how it was with him is just, you know, making me feel more like, yes, it's definitely something that I want to do again. And yeah, so that's sort of what's been going on the last 5 weeks of not breastfeeding. For me, I guess it's psychologically, it's now just starting to take effect. I don't know. But yeah, other than that, we're both really happy and everything's good. So yeah, but I thought I'd just do a little, I guess, yeah, like update on what's it been like since stopped breastfeeding, you know. So yeah, that's that. If you have any questions or anything, or have shared similar experiences, or even different experiences after breastfeeding, like what was your thought process and things, let me know. It'd be interesting to, I don't think this is something that is talked about a lot. I haven't noticed it in any of the YouTube mums that I watch, but yeah, so